Jay. We had a productive camp, I think. Physical camp. It was long, probably 17, 18 days, a little longer than normal, than most. And a lot of guys do a lot of things. We brought 30 new guys into camp this year, freshman and transfers, and they seem to have jumped in and started doing well, and we've gotten a lot better the last couple of weeks. I've been really impressed with how we've done some things the last week and a half or so I think that's going to be a bonus for us. Really excited about opening up the season Thursday night. I think it's going to be a good atmosphere. I know the guys are ready. They're physically ready. We've still got a little bit of things to tighten up and clean up between now and then, but I know those guys are ready and looking forward to playing against a quality opponent in East Illinois. It'll be the first time we've matched up with them, so excited about that, and just look forward to getting it going.
It's been about 2 weeks or so since we've talked, and after practice that day, you said, "Thank God we have 3 weeks or 2 weeks until we play." Do you feel a little better in terms of that comment now?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that they understood that was not good enough. That night, that it was not anywhere good enough, and I knew that night was going to be difficult, and I wanted it that way. A lot of that was my fault, but I knew they were a tired football team at that time, and they've responded pretty well. And we've pushed these guys pretty hard now. This has been, and I've been around some camps that have been long and physical and lengthy and that, but we've pushed these guys pretty hard mentally and physically. So I'm excited to watch them play. I'm going to be interested to see how they handle some things Thursday night.
Why was that a point for you and your staff to push them mentally, physically, as hard as you did?
There were just some things that when we got here that they thought were acceptable that aren't acceptable. And we can't go, you can't win football games that way. It is a big deal if you're 5 minutes late. If you're not, when we say treatment starts at 10 o'clock, that means you're on the table at 10 o'clock. It doesn't start at 10 o'clock when you walk through the door. That's not how things work. Study hall doesn't start at 9 or 7 o'clock at night. You're sitting in the chair at 7 o'clock with a book open, and then it goes. And so those were things that they may seem, in the grand scheme of this great big world, it may seem minuscule, but it means a lot when it comes time to do things.
Is it amazing?